and welcome back to Garden Ninja. Today's video guide is going to show you how you can fit metal edging and other edges to garden borders to make sure that you can mow neatly and keep your garden borders looking really crisp and tidy. So come on, let's get cracking. If you've not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the red button to subscribe today. Also click the bell for notifications. We'll have access to hundreds of garden design hints, tips and hacks from me, the Garden Ninja, and best of all, it's free. Whenever you're designing a garden or flower bed, it's important to think about maintenance. And sometimes as gardeners, we can get carried away, digging out borders, and then 3 weeks later the grass has invaded them, they're all looking messy, and you spend all of your time with a half-moon edger trying to keep them neat and tidy. But there's a secret trick that us garden designers know all about, and that's using either a metal or plastic edging strip around the borders wherever it meets lawn to make sure that the maintenance is super easy. Now the beauty of an edging strip is that you can pretty much mow straight over it, saving the need to use strimmers, half-moon edges or even scissors going around neating them up. So they really are a time save. And today I'm going to show you just how easy they are to fit to save you all that time so that you can spend more of it enjoying the garden. Before you fit your lawn edge, you need to make sure that you're working with a clean, neat border. In this example, I've removed this turf to create a new border at home, and you'll notice that the edge against the turf is super sharp. So when it comes to choosing your lawn edging, you're going to have a number of options. The two that I'm going to cover today are metal lawn edges and plastic. Metal is slightly more expensive but gives you a really crisp line, whereas plastic is slightly cheaper but means that curves and different shapes are far easier to achieve. You can also use brick, you could use logs or wood, it's entirely up to you. When it comes to fitting the edging, all you need is a mallet, a block of wood and some patience. Carefully run along the line, tapping down the metal edging until it's at the same level of the soil against the turf side, meaning that the mower can move freely over it. This will give you a really clean line. You can fit it proud if you want to see it, but then you'll need to use a strimmer to edge the lawn, which kind of defeats the object. Take your time, checking that it's level, and stand back to make sure you've got that true edge. There's going to come a point where you need to join two bits of edging. Now with these edging strips, they've got these neat little attachments. So you've got one with a hole there and one with a clip and another clip that can be pushed through there. So you need to, what I find is that you need to sort of link them together before you start hammering them into the ground, because it's much easier if you hammer that in and then go to hammer that in and line that up. It's really tricky because small stones or variations in the soil mean that it will wobble about. So I tend to link all mine together before I then start hammering them in. And it's just much easier, because what you'll notice is this, when it's knocked down, forces that in too. So it's a much easier process. So I'm going to go along the line and connect them all and then hammer them in. Now, that's all good and well for straight lines, but what about edges, corners and circles? Well, with metal edging like this, it's really straightforward. If this edging is going to go around that corner, you need to measure how far around the corner you need to go. In this case, I'm only going to take it just and so past this retaining wall, because it's a waste of edging to go all the way up. If it was a full bed, you'd measure all the way up. What you do is you measure that distance, which I know is roughly there, and then using a clean sharp edge such as a wall, brick, block of wood, and then use a mallet or your hand just to bend it over there and then neaten it up. And that's super easy. With plastic edging, it's even easier. You literally manipulate it by hand, maybe with a peg or a pin in the corner to take that edge. So I've just finished putting the edging in and it looks super neat. But I just want to show you now with a lawnmower how much time it's going to save, because you can mow right up to the edge and in some cases on a high setting over that edge. The grass can never penetrate that edge, so you get this really lovely clean line. So let me show you now. When it comes to fitting plastic edging, usually you don't get the spikes. So what you'll need to do is use a spade to create a slit or a trench in which to insert the plastic edging. It's a bit more time consuming than the metal edging, but usually it's more cost effective and easier for curves. It's also a good idea to use tent pegs or pins when using plastic edging just to hold it in place whilst the rest of the border establishes around it. Have you got gardening questions that you need answers for? Well, why not head over to the Garden Ninja forum on my blog, where you can ask me anything about gardens, plants and garden design. There's a whole army of other garden ninjas there that can help provide answers to your questions. It's a really great way to meet the other ninjas, so head over there now. So there we have it, a super easy way to make sure that your flower beds and borders in your gardeners stay crisp and tidy all year round, whilst also reducing the amount of maintenance you need to put into them, meaning more time to enjoy them. If you've liked this video, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, where there are hundreds of garden design hints, tips and hacks to help you make your gardens awesome. And if you're wondering what this is going to be behind me, it's going to be a fantastic modern cottage border. And if you want to see what I'm up to, make sure you subscribe, because there'll be a video soon showing you exactly what I'm going to do now that I've got this beautiful edge in place. I've been Garden Ninja. Happy gardening.